Hi, this is Shanker, and I'm talking about the horoscope or how the year 2018 would be. I'm going to discuss Libra. Libra is from September 24 to October 23. And let me first summarize Librans, how they are. Most of the Librans are very diplomatic and charming. They are refined and they're very graceful. Only problem with them is they can be very easygoing and also prone to laziness. So this is how I define Librans are. And if you divide them into 3 decades of 10 days, then September 24 to October 3, those who are born between September 24 to October 3, like harmony, they're peacemakers and great lovers. From October 4 to October 13, they're very strong personalities, magnetic, they're killers, they go ahead and do what they want, but very unpredictable. And from 14th to 23rd is what I would call as the Librans with a lot of energy, a lot of persuasion, and they make the best journalists and the best teachers and the best persons in the entertainment industry, etc., which Libra usually signifies. Now let us understand how the year 2018 would be for Librans. On a broad basis, this year for Libra would be a period where they would have the good times and also the difficult times there. I would put that the good times and the difficult times would be the ratio of 50-50%. So, that is one thing which is important. This is also a time when they will be facing a lot of challenges, which will make them to go out, which will make them to go and find opportunities, which will challenge them to, to start thinking in a different way. And 2018 is very important, where the Librans will actually understand that, is this the right path? Is this the right thought? Is this the right process? And by the end of 2018, by October, November 2018, they would actually forge the thinking in a way, or they would come to a conclusion as to what are the negatives in the thinking and what is the way that they should be acting for themselves in terms of their actions with respect to job, respect to relationships, respect to children, siblings, So this is the period how the year would be for the Librans. Now, on a very broad basis, I would say that the period of between February to May is the period when the Librans would go through this metamorphosis. They would have challenges, they would have opportunities, they would see money, they would see pressures, they could become edgy, they would have issues with the team, they would think, now let me make it differently, work with the teams differently. So this period of between February to May, I would call it a period of discovery for the Librans, where they would discover themselves. Between May to August, February to May is a period of discovery, and broadly between May to August is a period where they would be having these challenges. They would need an aggressive handling of the issues. They would be under pressure. They would be acting and reacting to the pressures. It doesn't mean that they will not do well. They may do well professionally. They will sometimes fall down, again come up. So it's not that it's negative, but it is a period of pressure. So that is what this period would be. Between May to November, that is the period when I would say it's a very good period for Librans as far as the domestic thing is concerned. They will find love within the family. I'm not talking love as in relationships. Love in the domestic environment will be very good. Even during this period for Librans between May to November, the spouse, if they're earning, they will do very well. And monetarily, the spouses will do very well during this period. Just again a word of caution, and which I'm repeating again, that is between April to August, or let's say March to August, hinging between March to August, you should be careful while you're dealing in your profession. Don't do anything in a haste. I would recommend do not change without thinking, don't react and, go for a change. So this is the period when you need to be a little careful in terms of hasty decisions, in terms of taking a U-turn, and in terms of changing. So think and then act. That is my advice between the period of March, April to July, August. Now the period between May to August, you would do very well as far as relationships are concerned. Matters of love, you will be best. You will get a lot of affection, attraction from from the person whom you love, the person whom you're having a relationship with. So that would be a kind of a good period for Librans. You can also enter into a relationship. You can also enter into marriage. But as far as I'm concerned, if you want to get into marriage from a relationship, to a marriage, the best period would be after September, October. That is the period when, if you're into a relationship in 2018, somewhere you get into a relationship between, say, March to August, or you decide to get married, etc. Do the marriage if possible, after September, October. That would be my advice for you. Between May to August may not be a great year for relationships to be converted into marriage. As far as marriage is concerned, during the period of May to November, May to October, I have said that it's a good period for domestic family. That is your family and extended family. It does not mean only your spouse. It means the entire family. But during that period, I feel the spouse would be doing much better, earning more, or getting success in some way or the other, which could create some difference of opinion. So best is during the period between May to August. Don't enter into a discussion. Don't think too much of what the other person has said, and be reactive in the relationship. That is my advice. That is, don't get into a great discussion during that period. Don't get into any major, not great, but into a major discussion during that period. And after October, it's a good period. So if you have to change in the month of October to December, as far as your profession is concerned. So this is my broad roundup as far as Librans are concerned, where I have told you the periods of caution. It is a good year, but not a very great year. It is not something which flies for you. You will have both, difficult times as well as the good things looking up to you. And there is a kind of metamorphosis, a change, which I have already tried to explain you. I would also say that as far as real estate is concerned, avoid dealing in real estate. If you have to speculate, have to buy real estate, not a great period. And also not a very great period for your kids or for your siblings. There would be between you and them, there could be it's not. I would just give it 50 out of 100 or 5 out of 10. So that kind of thing, as far as siblings and your children are concerned. After October, it becomes very good. The last quarter of the year is extremely good. As far as a roundup for months are concerned, let me talk about one single words which would actually denote that month. So January would be a month when you'll be fearless. You will have a lot of energy. You would like to go ahead. February is the month when those in power and authority would get more power and authority, and those who want to get into that zone will get into that zone. March is again a good period for career, when you can make your career moves, shift, think of planning your career again in terms of what you're going to do further. April, be careful. It is a period when you'll have competition. And when I use the word competition, it also means jealousy and everything negative. Negative competition will be there. So you need to be careful. May is a good month for your spouse. She will do well. She could get a promotion. It would be a good month. June would be a period when you will have cash flow. You will get If you're expecting a promotion, you'll get a promotion. If you're expecting a return on investment, you will get that. So good month for your cash flow. July is a month where, perhaps you will be more of in a thinking mode of what's happened the last 6 months, and you're more towards, there'll be a religious inclination, spirituality, those things would be there. August, it is good for job, but be careful as far as the domestic harmony is concerned. Let that not get disturbed. September is a period of caution, a month of caution, where things, you could drift, you could get a feeling of, being alienated. Those things which I've explained to you in the first part of the video would actually catch up in you in the month of September. So just be careful. October is a much better month where you would walk your talk, you would take the best step forward, you would plan properly. So that's a month when you can actually retrospect and plan, and those plans would be very good. November, be a little careful about your health, but it's an excellent period for you for implementing what you thought in October. December is a great month where again you'll be back in reckoning, you'll have your plans, you'll have your things in place, and 2018 inshallah could be a very, very good year for the Librans. So this is my brief on the Libra sun sign. I hope you liked it, and you can get in touch with me on my email ID connectingminds@gmail.com. Also have my details down below. So this is Shanker signing out, and have a great 2018. Thanks and bye for now.